Trump administration is giving a tent company nearly $4 billion to operate a migrant detention camp in El Paso. That's the latest finding, reporting by a team of journalists at ProPublica. They recently looked into the company in question here, which they said is making a fortune off President Trump's deportation plans. Joining us this afternoon to talk more about this is Jeff Ernsthausen. He's a senior data reporter with ProPublica. Jeff, welcome and thanks for being with us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for having me on.
I want to begin with that tent company. It's called Deployed Resources. Talk to us about how it got its start and what's different about its operations now.
So Deployed Resources rose from being a sort of small-time logistics company that in part supported music festivals in the sort of mid-2000s to becoming a sort of contracting behemoth. Over the past decade or so, they've sort of dominated the business for detention camps for immigrants who are on their way into the country, earning over $4 billion in contracts from Customs and Border Protection for those facilities. So the company's had a virtual monopoly on this business, so-called soft-sided facilities for holding migrants. And now that the administration is planning to carry out mass deportations, they're in need of beds for holding people prior to being deported from the country. And the company is now trying to sort of pivot that business line over to serving the needs of Immigration and Customs Enforcement, which is the agency that is tasked with carrying out deportations.
Yeah, well, I want to ask you in a few moments again about how this fits into the Trump administration's plans, but talk to us first about what's different about the latest plans this company has to set up that camp at Fort Bliss in El Paso.
Yeah, so a real difference between that former officials with DHS and others have told us about building camps for people coming into the country versus going out of the country is that folks coming into the country are generally coming in, making an asylum claim, and are sort of expecting that they'll have that claim adjudicated, that they'll be released ultimately, whereas people leaving the country or being pulled out of their communities may be a riskier population to hold. And so that these facilities they're essentially tent facilities would need to be significantly augmented to be safe enough to hold people who may be scared, may be facing sort of just a different security risk.
You mentioned a few moments ago, but I want you to touch on it again. How does a camp like this that will be set up in El Paso factor into what the Trump administration has planned for mass deportations?
Yeah, so basically the administration's planning to deport or promising to deport millions of people, and an agency like ICE, which would hold people prior to deportation, has more like tens of thousands of beds, not the ability to hold millions of people. And so they've been looking at setting up a series of camps on military bases where they'd have, these would be massive encampments that would have 1,000, 5,000, even up to 10,000 folks being housed at them at any given time. And so the administration has started to set up contracting vehicles worth tens of billions of dollars to carry this out. It's a really massive infrastructure project.
Well, Jeff Ernsthausen, we'll leave our conversation there, but thank you so much for your reporting on this and for joining us again today to talk about it. We appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much.